So in this video, we'll be talking about solenoid valves. Solenoid valves are used to convert electrical energy into mechanical energy. Solenoid valves have quite distinctive look about them, as they have the valve body, but on top they have a block which will have some cables coming out. Once the valve is installed, this top part is the solenoid and the bottom part is the valve, therefore making a solenoid valve. Why do we use solenoid valves? Well, these valves allow engineers to autonomously remote control the flow of fluid within the system. This fluid can be a liquid or a gas, for example, air, gas, oil, steam, and refrigerants. The list goes on. The solenoid coil on the top is used to operate the valve by passing an electrical current through it to create an electromagnetic field and operate the valve. This means if it's connected to a controller, it can be autonomously and remotely operated by a computer without the need for engineers to physically run around opening and closing the valves. This allows systems to run much more effectively and safely. With the direct operated valve, we have the solenoid on top, which is basically a coil of wire. As you may have seen in some videos or electrical articles, when you pass an electrical current through a coil, it generates an electromagnetic field. This magnetic field is what we use to control the valve. We have two types of valve, the normally open and the normally closed type. Let's look at the normally closed type first. So inside the valve, we have the armature. The solenoid is placed over this and completely surrounds the field. Inside the cylinder of the armature is the plunger and spring. The spring pushes the plunger down in the normally closed type valve. Because the plunger is pushed by the spring to sit in the down position to close the valve indefinitely. But if the coil receives an electrical current, then it will generate an electromagnetic field, and this magnetic field passes through the plunger and will cause it to move upwards against the spring, therefore opening the valve. At the center of the coil, the magnetic field line are the most compact and therefore the strongest. This is why we place the plunger in the center. Once the electrical current is stopped, then the magnetic field disappears and the spring will force the plunger down again to close the valve. So this is the operation of the solenoid valve. I'm sure you've learned something from the video today. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel to see more of these videos. We just finished letter X in the A to Z instrumentation challenge. So we'll be moving over to letter T in the next video. So in the comment section, guess what the next instrument will be as I see you in the next video.